Well, it's me again. I got a few things to do. Changed up, put a flannel shirt on. It's a little chilly out. This one's warmer than the other. It's dragging this little hoodie on and it'll be okay. I kind of forgot about it and then it reminded me. I said, I'm going to go look at that video that I heard about, Jabba's video, trying to start the Bel Air and that wall of shame with all his junk. I was not expecting to see that. I was not expecting it to be that bad. I thought maybe, people can exaggerate a little when they tell me, Brian, you got to see it. It's like a 30-foot wall of junk, 3 feet high, stuff stacked up and deep. Oh, I saw it. Where did all that shit come from? Hey, Jabba, I'm doing you a favor. I'm telling people to go watch your video. Hey, maybe you'll get a shitload of views. You'll make enough money to be able to sell your house before the bank auctions it off with a foreclosure auction. Just thank me. You need to see it to believe it. It's bad. Bad does not describe how much junk and shit is in that fucking yard. Now we get to the Bel Air. He's gonna burn that fucking starter out too. They can only take so much. They overheat. Funny part is he starts out, well, the lobes aren't wiped out. I have to assume he's talking about the cam lobes. The cam lobes are not wiped out. They were just too loose. Cam lobes were just too loose. They're not wiped out. Then the guy set it to 0 lash. When someone's talking about cars, you can tell within the first 20 seconds if they know what the fuck they're talking about. You can tell with Jabba in the first 5 seconds he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, man. And then he grabs his can of starter fluid. I've had a little experience with that. An engine, it's pure basic essence. An engine is just an air pump. It draws in the outside atmosphere of an air-fuel mixture through means of creating a vacuum. It processes it. It combusts that mixture. It expels the waste gases, and it's a cycle. The more efficiently you can create this process, the more power you can make, the more reliable it'll be. But it really is a very simple thing. It's just an air pump, And this vacuum it creates, that's why when you get a vacuum leak, starter fluid, brake cleaner even. I don't know how guys do it today. I'm out of the loop, I admit it. It's been a while. We'd use that to track down a vacuum leak. We knew we had a little stumble, a leak here and there. One time, was it my second Pontiac? We had a stumble, low end stumble. Something wasn't right. I said, I got a leak somewhere. Started up. I ran it right down both sides of the intake manifold where the gasket is. Engine revved right up. I knew I had a bad intake gasket. It was leaking. Because that vacuum is sucking in, like it sucks through the carburetor. That's why you want a sealed unit. You only want any atmosphere entering through the carburetor only. You don't want any vacuum leaks anywhere else through a hose or gasket, So now the engine that reacts like a fuel. And the engine's thinking you're giving it a little hit on the gas pedal and it revs right up. I know it's been done with brake cleaner too. That can be pretty flammable. Vacuum hoses. Spray all the hoses while it's running. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, here's the hole. You may not even see it. Oh, it takes a little pinhole, a little crack that you can't really see. There it is. We push the hose, all set. Head gaskets. Head gaskets usually You can tell because now you're putting white steam out the fucking exhaust, and sometimes I've seen it drip right down the side of the fucking block, you know. Your carburetor gasket, your spacer gasket, anything that's bolted to that block where there's a leak, you can track it down very easily. Spray everything. Spray it all down. Engine revs up, you know exactly where it is. Very easy to find a vacuum leak. You know, Jabba couldn't, wasn't that the whole thing from the beginning? Oh, it just has a vacuum leak. Yep, that's all it was. You know, I did that with a friend one time. Couldn't get it started, like it wanted to kick a little bit, couldn't get it started. Hey, Brian, do me a favor. He grabs a can of fucking, at that time, like I said, it used to be ether. You could really smell that fucking ether, and it said danger of volatile flammable, keep face away. I've seen it backfire through cars, man. Guys burnt their fucking eyebrows, their fucking hair off and shit. Okay, Brian, when I tell you to crank it, crank it. Okay, I get in. Okay, crank it. I tell him, da-da-da-da. As soon as it started cranking, he grabbed the fucking carburetor linkage, cracked it open so those throttle plates were open, shot it in there, and I kicked it, because now it's getting right into the fucking engine. It's getting sucked into the intake valve. It's in that combustion chamber. It's getting a spark from a spark plug, and that's when it ignites and fires. You know? You got to get it in the fucking engine. Having that thing just fucking sit there, he goes over, then how fucking slow he waddles. The time he waddles over to the car and gets in it and reaches in and cranks it, that shit's all fucking evaporated. It's gone. You don't even know how to do that right. Then again, you don't seem to have a whole lot of help from a whole lot of friends there helping him with anything, does he? That about says it all. You know? Anyway, you know, it's not very often I've said to go watch someone's video. I'm saying go watch Jabba's video. He did leave it up. As embarrassing as it would be for most people that would not want anyone to see that their property was in a state of condition like that. And show people how he still don't know shit about a fucking car. He seems to be proud to show this off. Then again, that's why he's Jabba, and we are not. Now you can have a great day, everyone. Have fun and stay safe. Maybe this worked out good because tomorrow I got an early start. I might not feel inclined or want to devote the time to do this in the morning. So if I don't see you tomorrow, you know what day Friday is, right? Catch up with you then.